basically outside of Kai'Sa, effectively full melee composition into a Orianna, Na, and Rumble, which is up. Yep, there we go. Full. Thank you very much.
We are extraordinarily short range here on the side of Pentanet.
Teleport top side without any repercussion as the teleport comes back.
Speaking of teleported top lane, this is with repercussions as Biopanther is going to put Elyoya underneath it, and everybody else just leaves. All right, that's one way of doing it. Is Kai'Sa finally going to catch up with Praedyth? Kazi locks down the kill.
Biopanther.
Yep, just going to walk away from that blue buff, as you can see, over the wall there as Biopanther is pushed way too far forward, now realizing that he wants to go in. The Disdain not going to connect, though, as Armor's just trying to cut this one out, and he's...
And it's nice, but it is with your jungler on bot side as Biopanther. You want to try and punish, right? You want to are actually able to find the 2v2s, but able to find the early pressure.
There's another one. Solarflare comes out this time as well, as Decoy is going to be the target. Justice Punch is interrupted by
even in the scenario where it is, the Galio ultimate doesn't really provide that much in terms of combat if you're not the one setting up the play. And another dive here on top side.
Yeah, that's a big gnar into the wall there as Biopanther is going to be able to get himself out of the way. There's the flash as Elyoya trying to catch up. There are pesky minions in the way. There's the heroic entrance as the flash forward onto Armit. The taunt comes down, and Decoy's just going to do it by himself. Pabu gives up on it.
Pressure play from Mad on every single lane around the entire map is now going to get them the first turret blood. That means that this subsequent fight is going to be way easier for him than it otherwise would be. And as Pentanet...
will be going over to Elyoya here pretty comfortably, as they could also potentially set up for a dive here bottom side, but Kai'Sa decides just to let clear these waves out for us. That is probably not what you want to be talking about, as Pabu finds himself the chilling smite here onto the Rumble. There's the heroic entrance. They grab the knock-up. Justice Punch is good too. Two-man shockwave, though, as Chaz comes on over, and Pabu's
with the Kai'Sa, with the Galio, both of which have semi-global ultimates that really easily allow you to get something. But then, here's my question. Is that actually worth it? Sure, you get a kill on Elyoya, but it goes to Pabu, not to Chaz, who is not able to use the money nearly as efficiently, as Pabu might be forced to flash out here if he's not careful.
Yeah, well, Armit, let's see what he can do. Doesn't exactly have much of an arbar. The flash on forward is Biopanther coming on in as well. Kai'Sa in a bit of trouble, but he's very durable, and all 5 members of Pentanet want this second Rift Herald. I think I spoke in error before, as that was going to be Kazi 1v1ing the Kassadin there on the bottom side of the map. Not something I would necessarily expect. The Shockwave's going to be flashed there from Biopanther, and unfortunately for Pentanet, they can't actually get anything out of this one. Armit is going as far deep as he possibly can, but that's going to be a fear beyond death, and Biopanther will be able to put a stop to it. That being said, that's the end of the good news for Pentanet.gg. It's Pentanet, Biopanther in a bit of trouble. He's going to get stunned up. Disdain is good, buffered, just to make sure that he can create as much distance as possible.
We joked about her not having the longest range. What she gets in return, as a Biopanther should not go in.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
you can probably continue.
Proc. There's just not a lot that an Orianna can do. A little bit over-enthusiastic from Humanoid there. And it leads to a Drake, and a Drake means that Matt's going to take longer to scale up.
Yeah.
And that buys time for Pentanet.
I'm going to put it in the pros column 100%, as it is under a 5,000 gold lead, and perhaps that is going to be extending. Armit down to about 50%, trying to find the safety of his inner turret. Kai'Sa comes down as well as Pabu. Gives him a bit of a slap. Praedyth once again going to find Humanoid, this time not going to be able to grab the kill as he turns around, looks for that one auto. As Kai'Sa gets on in there, the equalizer is going to give Praedyth an exit, but it's via the Death Chamber, unfortunately. Pentanet.gg are going to back away from the bottom side of the map, and this game is certainly doing some things right now. Chronicler as Armit teleports in to look for a kill, but Decoy makes it out. Chaz may not be as lucky, as 3 members of Mad have found him and will be able to put the Kassadin away as well. Elyoya not even able to really get in on the action, as Kazi, he's playing the game for the win. He's going to be able to take down the turret in the mid lane.
And there's a lot of chaos here. There's a lot of cross-map plays. There's people getting caught in side lanes. They're almost kills. There's solo kills. There's 1v1s. There's attempted 1v1s where you get punished. But in the end, it's Mad that wins all the trades, right? The gold lead keeps extending. They're the one who actually pick up the objectives. They're the one who actually get the turrets. And
while just gets a bit of a slow onto the Galio. They do back away yet again. Flash on forward, two-man taunt comes on in. It's Pabu trying to stun up everyone. The heroic entrance is beautiful, but it's not going to be enough because he dies in the meantime, but they do get the Vayne. And that is the main thing. Support for AD, you'll take
Pabu?
that as Pabu just runs into 4 people. That is not ideal.
From that point onwards, now the Baron, a free pickup here for Mad Lions, who surely are going to be knocking on the doors of some inhibitors soon.
Inhibitor turret here on the bottom side of the map. Baron keeping all of these minions alive, and I think that Pentanet is just going to have to give this one up. Armit comes on forward, Stride Breaker's on in. That creates the space in order to take this one down. Pabu's going to take the opportunity to at least clear out this mid-wave, but the rest of Mad trying to follow on up here, and he's not able to kill all of these minions just yet. Feels like Pentanet, they need to do something, right? But I think even if they try, is it going to go well?
Your Harding H is not that reliable, right? Pabu last time was able to get in from the back, but it literally is either Chaz or Pabu like getting in there somehow, and then you can layer. Your secondary initiation is really good, but your primary initiation really isn't, and that makes it so much harder. That's why Matt can just move forward with impunity.
Yep, flash on out here from BioPanther as Solar Flare is going to go wide due to that. The Equalizer comes down. Predator takes a fair bit as a few ticks do land on top of the Kai'Sa, but it's done exactly.
And it provides you with so much pressure on the map, and it looks like Mad, they realize that all they need is just pressure. A Hail Mary flank might be coming in from Pentanet, because otherwise I think they're going to lose this next inhib as well.
Yeah, exactly. They might be sacrificing their Nexus in the end, and that is exactly not what you want to happen, as Elyoya, he's wrapping all the way around. Chaz looking for an opportunity. 3-man taunt there from Decoy, but he's immediately wiped off the face of Summoner's Rift. Armit gets a great defensive ultimate as well, and Mad's wallets are way too heavy. BioPanther goes down. It's a double kill for Kazi, and Praetor, he loves that emote, but unfortunately in this instance, it's not showing anything good. That's the ace, and that is going to be the game for the Mad Lions, who debut onto the Rumble stage absolutely beautifully.
And in terms of kills, you know, there were a couple of 1v1s that didn't need to be taken, but the core thing is, as Mad have done, they get the win, and their objective